Yes, good afternoon and welcome to Sports Palava, reaching you live on Channels Television. My name is Ken Ochonogo, and today we are actually going to Afghanistan. We are out of the local scene and we've gone international. We are not poke-nosing into other people's business because they said right now the world is a global village. So we are into England. We are into Stamford Bridge. Is it the camp of the Three Lions? Because the erstwhile captain of England, John Terry, just said, no mass. I'm not doing again. I'm not playing for England again. It is untenable because the FA has gone beyond seeking for justice. The way it seems, they want my pound of flesh. This is not prosecution. This is persecution. And he says, I have dropped it. And he is in court. This time, not the court of the land, but an independent inquiry set up by the FA to look at the Terry versus Anton Ferdinand effect. October last year it occurred. In a few days we'll be in October 2012, which means this saga has run for over almost a year. So we are looking at it. Is the FA in line? Are they trying to say that justice is done? Are they prosecuting to say that yes, there is no doubt cast? Or they have gone beyond the call of duty and are persecuting the former captain of England? That is what we are looking at today. I know you Chelsea fans, I know you football lovers all over are all there following this because it borders on racism. It borders on the color, accusation based on color. It borders on the judgment of a man, not by his ability, allegedly, but where stock that he came from. That is what we are looking at today. And I am your impartial judge. I take no sides. I put the case forward. And my gladiators, yes, they are here because they will do thorough justice to it. Now, I want to start with the debutant. Debutant on this program, but not on Channel Sports. I'm starting with Tunji Balogun. TJ, how are you?
Very fine, Ken. Great to be here.
Great to be on Palava.
Even it's my debut, but at the same time, I'm not new here, but I'm ready to give it a shot today.
You are ready to do battle. This is the Colosseum. So I ask you, why do you think that the FA is persecuting and not prosecuting John Terry?
Well, it's up to them, but when you look at the makeup and the build-up towards this saga that has really come up, you agree with me that the FA it's like a kind of skeleton in their cupboard doing this at this period. Because when it all started, you could recall the case of Luis Suarez of the Uruguay, so to say. He was immediately prosecuted and was given 8-match ban. But when it came to the case of Terry, they said it was police matter, and it aggravated. The police took it up, and in the long run, police vindicated him. It was taken to the law court. And he was eventually vindicated, was acquitted of every other claim, so to say. But this time around, the FA are coming up and, telling us at this point in time that this is the situation of things now. I think something is wrong. Somebody should tell us what a justice delayed is a justice denied. Even no matter what has happened, looking at the circumstances, even if you are to go by the way of, prosecuting him, or taking him to the necessary things that he wants to do, you should have done that earlier before now. But now that you are doing it, looking at it, you use him at the European Cup. Now, after the exit of England, you are now bringing the matter up again that you must set up a panel looking into this. It doesn't work like that anyhow. And that's why the young man had to make a bold decision and make up his mind. So that's the situation of things for now.
He said they used him and they dumped him. He said justice delayed is justice denied. That is what he said. Zubi, has it gone beyond prosecuting into persecution?
Thank you, Mr. Ken. But I must say something. This is a debate dead on arrival. These are two separate processes. After the match at Loftus Park on 23rd of October 2011, John Terry was charged to the Westminster Magistrate Court. And there and then, the Crown Prosecution Service asked the FA to put every investigation on hold until after all legal proceedings. So what is justice delayed here? What is the persecution in this? Now, are we trying to say John Terry is a sacred cow? If Luis Suarez was banned for 8 matches following his racial comments, why not John Terry? Now, let us bring one thing to the table here. And people have to know this. The grounds on which he was charged to court are not the same grounds on which the FA is charging him. They are two separate situations.
What are they?
Now, thank you. He was charged to court for racially aggravated public order, which is a criminal case. He has been vindicated. He has been acquitted, has been not guilty, because the prosecutors could not, and I repeat, could not prove that he was lying. But the FA has come to say, we are charging John Terry for breaking the FA rule.
What are the rules?
Now, for using abusive and insultive language and referring to the color of Anton Ferdinand. That is what they're saying, not minding the context on which it was made. So you are saying justice delayed. The context on which it was made is irrelevant, clearly. Whether it was insultive, whether he meant it, whether he didn't meant it, whether it was a case of repetition, is nobody's business.
That is not the issue.
No.
This is the issue. Let me tell you this.
He made that comment.
Let me tell you this.
Yes or no? Did he make the comment?
He agreed that he made the comment, but the context he was quoted out of context. That was what he said, and that was the reason when all the claims eventually came.
Let me tell you something.
When the claims eventually came, he was eventually they saw that he was not a person.
FA rule, Section E.
Section E, okay, of course, I have it here.
Says using abusive and or insultive words and or behavior. Section part 2 says a reference to ethnic origin and or color and or race.
He wasn't talking
For him to have used the word black, for him to have used the word black, the motive behind it is inconsequential. What we are saying here is it was used. Now let's not derail.
This is the issue.
The FA is now saying
this is the issue on the table now.
The court
is the issue.
The court has rendered you innocent.
Okay,
you are innocent.
Yes.
We agree. Now this is something that happened on the pitch.
Okay.
And must be settled within the confines and enclaves of a football jury. What are we saying?
So what are we? Why did they
What is if Luis Suarez was brought forward for using the word Negro against Evran?
Okay.
Now why should Terry not be brought forward? Is there a secret cow?
So answer that. He said if Luis Suarez faced the same case, and then they have charged him and they banned him for 8 matches, why is John Terry a sacred cow?
It was the same FA.
Yes.
That said it was a police case, a police matter.
Okay.
And the police took this issue up. Terry was charged into the law court, and eventually, when all the claims eventually came, it was a police case.
Let's put that out straight.
Okay.
Anton Ferdinand is an Englishman.
Englishman. Even Terry. Even so Terry.
He reported it to the police.
Even so Terry.
He reported it to the police, and the Crown Prosecution Service, the CPS, told the FA, wait. When we are done, you can now carry on.
All right, Zubi, let me. It's simple. I'm going to ask you this. To you, it is simple, but I ask you this: the police case ended in May.
Yes, in July.
Early July.
Yes.
Before the European Cup, before the European Championship.
Exactly.
So why did the FA? Why did they wait?
Thank you very much.
After using him?
It even goes a long way to show the sympathy of the FA on John Terry.
Say sympathy.
What kind of sympathy is that?
They are so.
It is not.
They are so touched. That why is this coming up at this point?
No.
Why is this happening?
I disagree. I disagree with you in totality.
Let me tell you why.
I disagree with you.
Let me give you one last reason.
See, let me tell you this.
Let me tell you one more thing. This is another thing here.
See,
now if Terry
it is a miscarriage of justice, so to say.
Yes.
It's indeed a miscarriage of justice.
His selection into the English national team, the Three Lions, is in huge jeopardy.
In his jeopardy?
Yes, if he's found guilty. And he's likely to be found guilty.
Because they would have suspended him.
Of course.
So, but that means, on that case, did it not say like he's saying, that because they want to use him, and that's why they know that they're going to find him guilty, in case they find him guilty, that he will not be available for them. That was why they did what they did.
They knew.
Exactly.
Because he was definitely going to be guilty.
He was going to be guilty.
It. And the English FA
don't
avoid something. They are trying to avoid a situation of double standards.
Okay.
It's a case of preemption now.
And I will situation of double standards.
Before my brothers say we open the lines, I want to ask you this.
Okay.
Like you said, Suarez was banned for 8 matches.
Of course, yes.
And then after the issue, when Ashley Cole went to testify for John Terry,
in court.
I mean, the word choice, another word was used by Rio Ferdinand. He said it was okay. And Rio Ferdinand was fined £45,000.
Okay.
So if Rio Ferdinand, if Suarez have all faced the FA, why shouldn't Terry face the FA?
See, facing the FA is not the problem, it's not the issue.
All right.
Facing the problem, the FA, but at the same time, going in line with the jurisdiction
and
of what is already on the table.
Okay.
And that is the most important thing that we should look at
this
this point.
What is on the table now?
What is on the table is that a racially abused statement has been made, but at the same time, the confines of what surrounded it was what even the court itself sees.
You are wrong.
And the court saw it in that light.
The court acquitted John Terry based on the fact that the prosecutors could not prove he was lying. They couldn't prove. John Terry has stated, I was only trying to repeat what Anton said. And because, okay, can you prove to us that he was actually insulting? And they couldn't do that.
To me, it was a case of miscarriage of justice.
All right, it is a
miscarriage of justice.
Okay, gentlemen, my producer says, you are free now to join us. The number will be right there on the set. Is John Terry guilty? Is he being persecuted? Is it beyond prosecution? Is he a sacred cow that he cannot face what others are facing? That is what we are asking you. That, all right, let us hear your opinion. The FA, have they gone beyond the call of duty? It is a personal vendetta against John Terry. The number will be right there on the set, and we expect you to call in. You are saying you've said it over and over again that they are two lying. If the court cannot prove that that he was lying, that mean is it the court? What is
let me break it down further.
What was the lie here? Can we understand what the lie was? What was the court trying to